Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Mary.
Hi.
And actually, for this section, everybody can hear me, right? Yeah. For this section, today we are having the last class, the fourth class, and we are going to learn, of course, the happy and put together happy birthday, and for later for next week, you need to sign up again for the next like for class, the next section, and we'll learn something. New, of course, every class we have that. And so far, because my schedule kind of changed and kind of tied, and I decided recently only I offered like the same class just once a week, only Tuesday. I hope this is also was my first choice on the Tuesday, because Tuesday I got too many people for the better teaching learning. I put the Thursday to divide some people, share some people to the Thursday. But for next section, I decided only Tuesday. I hope you have you can flexible and come to the Tuesday class as well. I hope so. And yeah, because my I'm sorry, yeah, my schedule kind of too tight. I cannot just do the repeat, like twice a week. I decide only like Tuesday. Yeah, I hope you understand. Thank you. Okay, today we are going to learn happy, and then we put the happy birthday together from the experience of last Tuesday class, and you probably do not have enough time to do the follow for the whole 4 characters to finish everything learned during the class, but you can mimic some and yeah, while I'm demoing and do the homework, or 4 characters later. And some people did, but see, wow, very tight, very tight of time. So I started to do on the why the first character. So this is the character for. Yeah, this is the character for happy 2 characters. This is the single character is quite by itself can be more than 1 meaning or more than 1 meaning. One is fast, quick, and the other by itself, it is the happy. It is happy, and I think you probably learned in Chinese characters. There are some radicals in the character, and same radical probably used in the different characters, which means since we learned, we can find other places share the same radical. For this quite this happy, we have the radical of, see this part, left part, this is we call radical. This radical is heart. So happy from, from heart. That's the meaning for this character. And also the other meaning I said on the handout as well, it means quick or fast. So I'm writing this. This is a standard style. Okay, dipping water thoroughly in and out because it's water resistant natural hair. And then ink. Same thing you do, in and out, let it thoroughly wetted. Get ink. And then do this tap. Cannot see, huh? Dip in the ink. And then you do that on the side of the ink, kind of adjust the bristle. And then even the edge of the ink stone to get rid of the too much ink. But you need to thoroughly get ink inside. Otherwise, when you write, halfway to get the new load kind of destroyed. Okay, always choose the smooth side of the paper to write. Okay, first, left to right, and the vertical first, and then dot. So the radical of the heart first. Pause, and then adjust the direction. Twist the brush a little bit, go down for the vertical. And then 2 dots with a little bit different direction. One kind of a vertical direction, and the other one higher, different level, do kind of this direction. Okay, this heart radical. And then, okay, left part we finished, and then right part. So always left first and then right. And if slant and press together, normally, slant first and lighter, and the press heavier. Twist brush, and lift. That's why on homework, somebody's homework, I always say, do not directly, draw it to make this press. See, this is not good. Okay, you press it, and then clockwise twist the brush, and gradually lift to do this press stroke. See, not directly do the curve of dry. That's not correct. And for this character, actually, see, this vertical, I didn't do good. It's too heavy. I try to show people when I doing something, when I talk. So not supposed to that heavy. You can do another one. However, vertical normally, is the kind of dominate the things of the whole character, but not that big. So you need to see not only the tree, but the whole thing, of the forest. Okay, so this one better, more balanced. Okay, standard size of this koi. And let's see the handout of the running. Yes, the walking style. So walking style in general is faster than the standard style. We can see this left part, the heart radical. So vertical, almost the same. And here a little bit, not the serious hook, but the brush goes, shows the way, ready for next stroke. And then those two, two dots become together and it goes this, can you see my cursor? Yes. See my cursor? See the movement of my cursor? Yes. Okay, so goes this way become one stroke, not instead of two dots. So go this way to do. That's this part. Actually, the order some people does different. Some people do the vertical first, and then this two dots one and ready for right part. And somebody do these two dots first and then vertical one. So from the standard, very clear to do, most people do two dots first. However, some people do the vertical first. Yeah, normally two dots first and then the vertical. The different people do different.
We can't see it.
Sorry, I need to change the screen. Sorry. Yeah. Some people do vertical first and some people do the two dots first, like that. But at the walking style and the running style, we will see later, most people do absolute the vertical first. So for this walking style, also right part, see right part, the slant and the connect, even lift brush, but connect with the press one, and the press one didn't leave, put like the big dot here. Big dot. See the big dots at the end instead of lift brush for the press stroke. Some stroke changed a little bit, depending on the writer, the master has their own preference. Change the stroke. I mean, even see this press become the big dot. So in general, just put some together and shows more connection in the walking style. See this one. Vertical first, and it shows a little bit of direction here, and then those together do this kind of things, and then kind of continue to do these things together.
You can't see it.
Can you share a screen?
Sorry, I didn't change screen. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so vertical first, walking style. Vertical first, and then together those two dots become that, kind of continue, and then do this right part, and then slant, continue together with the big dots instead of the press. So even this stroke, the vertical stroke, shows a little bit, see this of not really hook, but the direction of the brush thing for next stroke. Do that, and then connect of this thing. So this is the so-called walking style. See some, some direction shows brush goes, and some connection, like two together, two strokes together. Okay, and for the running style, cursive style, even more connection, more fluent. Let's see, change the screen and see this. See this. Especially on the left part, still kind of the same with the walking style. Right hand side, right part, the upper part, you know, kind of become the circle, but this circle, we know where it's come from. See, you know, the horizontal, see, shows a little bit horizontal start. That's we call the rhythm, not a perfect rounded circle, right? So horizontal one and give a little bit of start will be beautiful. And then, you know, kind of circle thing, and put the whole stroke together, come here, and we know here a little bit of pause, because this is another, like a slant stroke started. Okay, slant, and very smooth, but actually the other stroke of the big dots for the press, for the last stroke. So even, you know, shows more fluent, but still some rhythm for the stroke started. And so we learned from that and tried more fluent, but with some rhythm. Okay, so more fluent to the vertical.
Hey, Victoria, can you change your camera?
Just ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, vertical, and then two dots become that, and the horizontal start and become the whole kind of the circle, and the slant, and become the big dots. Not very good, but show you the trace of that. Yeah, so get the more fluent and have your rhythm there, which means not even power, you know, the different stroke. So when you write a little bit quick, here, not good. So you need to control the speed. And try to, with some press, with some lift, to make some things, you know, the different widths. So that's what we call the brush work, you know, from the different from the pencil, and with your rhythm. So lift a little bit and press to start and get some rhythm of, you know, some light, some heavy. Okay, this is the curvy cursive style for the happy from the heart ready, with heart radical, and also fast, quick. And later I will write the 4 characters together. Now let's learn the second character of the happy. Change the screen. So this is the standard style of this character, happy. And I have a book I want to share with you, the original, this character. See this the character for this happy, with some like lots of stroke, but consider those are 2 parts, upper part like 3 of them. So in the center is the individual character of the white, and 2 sides some things, and lower part is the other character of the wood. I want to share with you, change the screen, remember, of this original on the oracle, the character of the happy. This is all, see this thing. This is also the character meaning of musical instrument. So musical and the musical instrument to make you happy and make yourself happy and make others happy, make some music. So this character happy and also means music. So this is what? See, this is two like the braid things. This is the how do I say? Like a silk twist silk make a string. You understand? This kind of the twist thing. See the twist thing. So twist silk on the string make the what? Make the musical instrument. Let me show you one thing. This is the Chinese instrument. Can you see that? Which screen shows that? Okay, probably this is the best one. See that? That's the qing. That's the Chinese ancient the 7-string instrument. Okay, so silk string on wood make the musical instrument. And
what's it called, that instrument, Victoria? What do you call that? Is that the piper?
We call the qing. Henry, can you help me to type in the chat room the qing, the character, and the sound for that? So this also, I just want to introduce the word and try to help you to understand a little bit, you know, because we are on how to say the hieroglyph language for the characters, and so this is the character for both musical instrument and happy. So how to remember that? And on the top, those two things, right hand side and left hand side, is kind of the silk twist string thing. So this kind of things, silk twist string. See that? Yeah, twist silk thing. And underneath is the wood radical. So now I'm writing this. Yay, change it to my desk screen. So the upper side first and then down, of course. And I'm writing the standard style. And the upper part, 3 parts, dropped. So the center part by itself is the character of the white. And then this part is this we call, I just said, the silk. The silk twist stuff. And underneath is the wood. Two dots, but with some direction. Like a raindrop, but with some direction there. So that's the character for happy. And this standard style, that's changed to the walking style. Oh, this is walking style. And for the walking style, you can see the some more connection for the silk twist part, right? And
Victoria,
yes.
What's the center again? I understand the silk, I understand the wood. What's the center top?
The center top is the color white.
White. It's white. Okay, it's white. So it's white silk. White silk.
And I'm not very sure. And this character for white, also for the meaning of the like a blank, or for Yeah, or for plain, plain, not colorful thing, also for plain. And we call like the daytime, we also call white day and black night, something like that. And here, not very sure is white silk or like a blank original silk or plain without other thing yet, original thing. Not very sure, need to do some research. But for the white itself, white is the most common meaning for that. Also means plain or blank. Okay, and see, this part almost stayed the same. You still can tell the white. And then the silk twist, shows the connection. And a little bit like the connection, but not serious, not too emphasis on this. Also, just shows the brush, where brush goes, this kind of hook. And then the wood part. See, shows the direction of that. This is a walking style. See the walking still from the standard, but more connection among the strokes, but still have rhythm. Still have rhythm there. Some light and some you need to put more emphasis on the real stroke and put less attention on the like connection part. Not a serious big hook here. Very fast lifting. And then the last, this shows the cursive style of the happy. See the center part, upper center, top center, the white part still pretty clear. And very simplified for the left and the right, only like 2 dots there, right? Indicated something left, something right, not blank. So white part, see, become also simple. And left part, right part, and then wood. This is we call the even more simple and more fluent for the cursive style. Look at this cursive style. We have some rules, of course. See, this like 2 dots, a pair of upper top, pair of top, and pair of the down. So these 2 are talking each other, but with the direction like the open, like this way, right? And those 2 are talk to each other on bottom and kind of this way, kind of close. So this way 2 dots and this way 2 dots down, closing. Make a little bit different, but each of them like in a group with some connection, yeah, try to do that. So just some hint of the left and the right, and quick do these things with 2 dots. Yeah, that's the cursive style. Actually, I want to show you the other. We all heard of the simplify characters of the Chinese character, the system, and actually simplified from classically lots of master when they do the walking style and the cursive style, they want to do something more fluent, and they do the simplified style already. And but the system government designed to nowadays people using is in the after 1949, and people, the whole system simplify characters. So some people call the, oh, I don't want to learn these characters. It's simple, but it's Communist Party decided the system. I don't want this character. Actually, the character itself simplified. Start with lots of things. Start with the classical, the loss of a master. Before that, previously, do the cursive style already for simplified characters. See, this is very simplified and very before 1949. It's become simplified already. It's very common to use it. Okay, this is for a cursive file of the happy. So something on top, like dot on top, and then become this stroke, and very quick down like a wood part, and those two together, but with some rhythm. See, lift, we know this become come from the two dots. So something on the top and something, you know, bottom like a wood thing, the two dots with some rhythm, which means lift and press, make some different, not same power, very evenly. Okay, so now I'm going to put the 4 characters together with the standard style, walking style, and the cursive style for the whole happy birthday. And then later you can do your homework, or now you can try to mimic it. Yeah, with fun. I mean, play with fun. And you will know which part you learned, or you find the problem, or now you just want to concentrate on the see my writing. Fine, yeah. Originally, we used the like a vertical system to write and the right to the left, but nowadays is all greeting cards designed from left to right. So I write left to right and horizontal. Okay, so remember birthday first. When 4 characters together, normally the first stroke you try to a little bit, you know, bigger, like a good start. And when vertical and horizontal together, normally vertical stroke stronger, dominant. Make it, yeah, a little bit stronger. And you know, like people stand there like a spine, looks very, you know, sturdy. Okay, this is birth. And then day. When right and left vertical stroke together, normally right one heavier. Okay, day. And then the character those 2 we learned the last class. And now do the fast and also happy. I'm doing this hard radical. Gradually lift. And when slant and press together, press normally heavier. Also, normally this press at the end. So end, like the concert, the last program should be, you know, with some very good ending thing. Okay, and then the other happy. Okay, let's just write this traditional first. The white things in the top center. And when you write like a 3 parts together, try to make the make them kind of the same size, but not too different. One is too high and one is too short. And those two, of course, try to make a little bit different, but actually almost the same, of course. And then wood part. Okay, this vertical with hook, not too weak, because stand there. And 2 dots with some direction. Okay, this is standard style for happy birthday. And then walking style. Walking style, sometimes walking style, in between walking style and the cursive style, how much connection, sometimes there is no hard border there. Some people do, more connection and some people do less. Yeah, some we even call them, name them together. We call walking running style, which means some people write in between. Okay, so good start. Kind of the walking style. And normally if 4 characters together, you don't need to, it's very complicated. You need to think of the composition. That's the general things, like the at the very beginning and the very end. You do not want, too small or too weak. But in center, you can change. You can do some things, for the rhythm. Not that emphasis on that, and but sometimes very depends. When you write the vertically, probably at the end, some people do the vertical, really long. Even the size a little bit different. Okay, now even the faster. Do the cursive style. Almost the same. Can do this more clear. So this is a cursive style. Okay, now I let you to practice it, and any question or you want, I will continue to do this here, and any questions, let me know. Yes. If you do the bigger one, you use bigger bristle brush, of course. And when you write on the real card, the card size one, and you use the smaller brush. But actually, by lifting and press, you are supposed to control it to make the larger stroke and the thinner stroke. And even for the bigger brush, you can by lifting and use just 1/3 or even 1/4, lift it to make some really small characters. And for the smaller brush, actually kind of hard if you want to write the larger character. Actually, if you press
Victoria,
yes.
I can't see the script one that well. It's like the left corner is cut off.
And for the smaller brush, if you press too much to make the larger stroke, sometimes you are using the root of the brush. Sometimes it's too hard, hard chord there seems like. So sometimes the not very beautiful for the pressing. So unless you are using really small brush, otherwise the stroke is too hard, like hard pencil writing. And also you can write the simplifier for the happy, the last character. If you think the traditional one with the too many strokes, that's from the cursive style, and not master classically they write this way. Some things like that. This is the simplified for cursive one for the happy birthday. I'm especially for the last character of the happy with the last stroke, and still very fluent, shows the fluent. Yeah, try to understand where the stroke start, and try to based on that and make some rhythm for the whole thing, not just evenly like the hard pencil. I mean pencil or ball pen or pen, all things about the calligraphy is we are using the brush, the soft bristle, the brush, and with pressing, with lifting, we make some rhythm. There is some rhythm to show the things artistically. So it's different from the hard pen that all charming things are here. So try to make some things. Of course, the standard style also shows that, but for the stroke and the walking style, cursive style shows more. Yeah, anybody had the work already? It's actually very hard for try to consider of the things you for the composition you want to pay attention, and there's lots of lots of things, and sometimes when you write, oh, this character is good, but that one not perfect. Very common. So there's lots of things for practice on the whole composition.
Victoria,
Yes.
can you
Yes.
show the happy again in the cursive style? Just the word happy.
The last, you mean the last character?
Yeah, the happy character in the cursive, just a regular cursive, not the simplified.
Not the simplified, sure.
No, just a regular one.
Huh? Oh, you want to show more? I mean, show writing or what?
No. If you could just write it again. I just
Write
wanted
again.
to.
Sure.
Yeah, I couldn't see the directions it was going. That's why. Thank you.
Oh, the direction. Okay. The upper part first. The cursive one for the happy character, traditional one. Upper like a white. Clifford asked the white first. I mean the middle one first. Do that. See my brush, go to center, and then very simple. Left dot with connection and the right dot. Those two dots talk to each other, but with open like the direction. And then the word on the bottom with some connection. And those two dots like a clothing, but talk to each other together. Can you see that?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I think this is beautiful. Do you think? This happy one. So it's like a smile. See the open.
It's very beautiful the way it's written, the way that the hand moves writing it.
Right. So the happy, like a happy face. Yeah, you know, happy, and something underneath also. You know, open and the clothing, and those two help each other. You know, like the stand there very sturdy. You know, so open and closing, like two parts. And since this silk twist thing become, you know, not too hard for the traditional writing, because it's become two dots there. But your attention, pay attention, is like upper two dots and down, I'm underneath two dots, means some different direction. So there are lots of, you know, yin and yang things to keep the balance, upper and, you know, those two help each other, you know, yin and yang kind of. And those two groups down help each other, talk each other together. And those two groups are different, but in the whole characters, you know, keep the whole balance. And sometimes lift too fast, and this is not very clear. Try to make a little, yeah, a little bit things there. Should be a little bit of things in the center. And in the cursive of the simplified one, actually it's cursive, not a simplified system. It's simplified by the writer, by the master already. For the happy, art beautiful as well, I think. Because even simple still have some, you know, the rhythm. Lots of people write this one. I mean, the happy this way. It's recognizable, definitely. So depends on your preference. Yeah. Nowadays, you know, the system always and now people all learn the simplified for every characters for the system. And when you check online things, mostly it shows simplified. And of course, you can choose change to the other style of traditional characters. And nowadays, people all learned simplified in Chinese, the kids. And when I'm in school, because my department in the university is the Chinese literature and the language department, you know, for the Chinese. So fortunately, we learned both traditional and simplified. And the professor and the school, they organized the debate on this, and some people says the traditional one is beautiful, and the simplified, some people says it's simple for writing. So no results. And now, of course, you can type, and with no problem with necessary for the simple one, and especially in our calligraphy, just depends on which beautiful or which way you think you like to write. So you have your choice. So anybody questions Clara in Italy? Yeah, unmute yourself.
I just, I kind of like to see you write it vertical.
You cannot see.
I'd like to see, no, I'd like to see it going vertical and not horizontal, because I'd like to see how you link the letters.
You want to see the traditional one, the vertical.
I don't mind which one. Maybe the cursive one, the running one, running style, going vertical.
Okay, but it's a vertical one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just because I'd like to see how you fit the, you know, how you change letters to link them, because it seems to me that they get linked, and I quite like that.
That's, you know, Clara, that's the very, very advanced question. And even the master, they do this time and that time sometimes are different, and the different artists do different way, and there is no certain role on that. But mostly just depend on how fluent you know each character already, you know. Okay, I'm trying mine. Mine is style.
Talk about how you tell us what you're doing while you do it.
Right. Okay, the first character, right? I think I wrote kind of too big. Okay, done. But okay, try to do the second. See, with a little bit of this, and in the center, and tend to do the other one.
Okay, so linking it, yeah. Nice.
Actually, I didn't do this good. As I said, when I back this a little, need a little bit, you know, like that, more clear. Okay, I will do more. See, I can do more, yeah, more free to do things. Just natural, because it's a brush. It will connect more. You know, like that. I want to show you more obviously. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. If what do, you know, kind of things.
So
that's why
two are really linked. They're really like linked up. But you would know that that's not one character. You know that that's two characters.
Right. But actually, sometimes if the whole pages of that writing, like the whole phrase of that, you know, sometimes the two characters can be very close and kind of they make their own art very artistic, looks like the one character. It can be the size kind of the changed, and some characters become depend on the meaning or some things in the certain can be very like very I don't want to say I mean omit it, ignore it, but sometimes very, you know, like very light stroke for that small size.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is kind of just to show you how in very general basic how to basically link together is just because the natural brush doesn't leave that much and naturally link that. Yeah, but for some artistic doing things, it allowed to some two characters really kind of you know, part of the weaving together a little bit overlapping kind of things. You cannot really tell. That's possible.
Yeah,
but
in English, it's birthday is one word, but they're also separate words as well.
Right.
And there's a little bit, you pronounce it slightly differently, actually. You know, when you say birthday, you know, when you say your birthday, that means the day that you were born, you know, in a slightly different way.
Very interesting. Actually, same thing. Right.
The same thing, yeah.
Right. If I say, oh, happy birthday, which means emphasis on happy. Oh, be happy. And say happy birthday. Hey, today is a birthday. Like, or happy birthday. It's today. Today is the day. Yeah, like speak. But still, let's just do some things not too complicated. So basically like a link together. The role is the brush lift, but not really off the paper. That's just natural things. So try to get the things more fluent for individual stroke and naturally do that. But if you leave there on the paper with not fluent and too long time to think of that, and it shows the hesitation there, not fluent. So get the fluent first, and you know what the next stroke goes. So the naturally linked. Yeah, do not do the like a paint it on purposely to do something linked. Yeah, just do naturally do things, and the link in between two characters not very even linked together, not too heavy, and not emphasis on that. Absolutely, you can tell, right? And some even, you see, very light linked and very, like it looks like the lift, but still you will see the chi like still continued from the very end and from the very beginner, you know, the things like that. It's very complicated and very hard to do things, consider things, and lots of thoughts there. But try to share with you the principles or some basic rules of that. So don't worry too much about it. There is no certain way. Just feel natural after getting fluent, and fluent, you will get that. But this is very complicated and very hard to do it perfect. You know, and especially the 4 characters. So 2 characters is the composition already you need to think of, and more than the 1 character, and the 3 characters, and the 4 characters. Actually, first, I didn't think right now is the right time to have you do the 4 characters together. I thought only like as image, like 1 character, like a pictorial. But for the practical use, yeah, we can start to get into that and then learn some a little bit, feel. I mean, get the feeling of that. Okay, any question? Can you forward? Oh, Claire, I saw you. Right. It's good. Your link is good. Very good. Yeah. And go raise a little bit. I cannot see the bottom one. Good. And the bottom one, try to be a little bit stronger, thinking of the 4 character, and this one at the very end. Understand?
Yep. Okay.
Yes. But sometimes it's hard, you know, it's the problem of the tree and the forest. And we just started to practice to handle this, you know, the soft brush. And the link, I like it. And I think for the vertical one, it's harder to keep this in the straight. Yeah. Sometimes you can do it, the size larger and the smaller, and but for the whole thing, try to, you know, try to do the straight, or a little bit of, you know, from the whole line. Try to be the balance, not the ruler straight, but try to do the whole thing. Think of, you know, eventually for the total thing need to be, you know, the straight, like people stand there. Even they are dancing, you know, left or right different, but the whole thing is the very balanced, you know. The dancing gesture need to be very not just one line straight, but need to be very balanced. For the whole thing. Stand there and straight, very sturdy. And Kai Johnson, how are you doing?
Very good. Good.
Good. Okay.
Very exciting. Yeah.
Okay. And Clifford.
It's complicated. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Oh, you are using this kind of paper with grids.
Yeah. It helps with the composition.
Right, help for the to your manager of the size of the whole characters, and which stroke goes where.
Right.
Yeah, we use traditionally, like in mainland China, we use like the English flag thing for the grids, and in Taiwan they have like a 9 square grids. To arrange these things. Yeah, same things, just help you to, like a mosaic things, help you to arrange which part. Yeah, but later on for like a whole thing composition, you still you know, you need to like overcome that to very quick to decide the whole thing.
when I get more comfortable, then I do it on regular. So.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I like the walking style one. The second one is
Yeah, that
it's
one's
beautiful.
terrible, but but I try.
The center one, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. It's very hard, and sometimes even do like 4 characters together.
Mhm.
We do some things. It's allowed people to do like a whole phrase on the side of the picture. You need to think about the very complicated and very depends on different artists' view. Can be some characters very big, and some you think, oh, I write this too strong, and I need something a little bit small to balance the whole thing. Is allowed. Is allowed. But yeah, let's do just some very basic things first. And we know the reason. I mean, the principle is based on the basic thing. That's why we are learning, and we make some our rhythm. Otherwise, how to make the the rhythm? Where is the the down beats? Where is the up? Where's our walls? Where to step out? You need to know some basic principles there, and the rhythm goes. So not just the mimic. So I understand why people ask me, oh, I always see you write it again. No, we see where the stroke goes. And we saw the standard one. We know which stroke means what, and even put together, okay, we still someplace start and end, and some parts are the just a connection, not a solid stroke. So some reason there are some can after practice we have our rhythm. So that's why I think that's also I have fun with the practice. It's hard, but I will find some things because like the yoga, like the Tai Chi, actually not just some things. Oh, I learned how to to manage my microwave. I learned, then I just learned. This is like the practice things, and I have practiced like a yoga, like any exercise. I have fun play with that. Yeah. So probably I think later I will open some like the class or just the room things. I do things without like speak out that much, the real things, because I personally, I myself, I do the exercise like very often, if not every day, like twice a week, three times in the week. I keep doing that. Not see how many years I have practiced. not the things advanced and hard, just the things practice. And sometimes I just practice like today I practice just for the bamboo leaves. Oh, I have fun with that, And sometimes I just do things just for fun, and sometimes the orchid leaves, for some brush work. So I'm talking about later. Probably I will open some things, but I don't know how soon for things. Yeah, Kai. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, I just sometimes I do things, it's painting, but just like some stroke, some outline stroke, or some freestyle brush work, do things, and without really talking and without teaching probably. But I'm happy if I can find somebody together with me, just follow. I'm thinking of that. Sometimes I do things. If we can find somebody online, have same interests, but I might not talk that much. Just the real things I'm doing. If people want to together with me or observe some things, yeah, I'm thinking of that kind. Things. Yeah, and I'm happy to have you here to have this like 1 month, 4 weeks class. And I know some are painting students already are very advanced on even the English calligrapher, or have do the brush work for quite a long time and learned a lot previously. And I think I will very to hope to encourage you. I mean, you got to going on, and yeah. Okay, so if possible to go to Tuesday class, please sign up for the next section.
Yeah, I have another commitment every Tuesday, but any other day would have been fine.
Yeah, and if not, you can join the online class. We have the video recorder or some things probably put there. Or something. I'm thinking of, and in the future, I just talked. I might like to have some, just activity of practicing without talking. So people, if they want, they can come to my Zoom to follow and together with me. Yeah, which means I'm really happy to find some people, find you guys with some same interests online, and we can do things together.
Thanks so much, Victoria.
Yeah.
Hi,
Bye.
Bev.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Victoria.
Yeah, thank you very much for
Okay, thank you, Victoria.
my class.
谢谢你，再见。
再见.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.